Welcome, and thank you for being willing to take on this dangerous mission. It is only through your willingness to fight this deadly opponent that we can keep the coronavirus from infecting space. We believe that the first thing the virus will attempt is to infect the International Space Station, the ISS. From there, it is unclear what damage this virus may try to inflict, but it could do serious damage to our entire solar system. It appears that COVID-19 has once again created a new variant that can attack both living and inert matter, causing it to eventually implode. By joining the forces of CBIS, the COVID Busters in Space, you will be serving the world community in a way that will be considered heroic for generations to come. But before we get ahead of ourselves, I need to provide you with a little background which will prepare you for your mission and provide the necessary information you will need to complete your mission and reach your intended goal. We will also provide you with the tools you will need to accomplish this great task. First knowledge point. This new variant of COVID has been spotted in the vicinity of the launch site. So far, other members of CBIS, trained astronauts, have been successful in guarding missions to the ISS. They have seen and destroyed virus cells that have followed their launches. Therefore, as yet the new virus variants have not been successful in penetrating the protective shell of the ISS. That being said, we must continue to be vigilant in our efforts to shoot down as many virus cells as possible. Second knowledge point. You will lift off from Highland Spaceport, powered by a SpaceX Falcon 9 booster rocket with its first and second stages. Sitting atop the rocket is your Crew Dragon capsule, which will carry you to space, the IIS, and back to Earth. As your mission lifts off, you will feel the greatest amount of acceleration, or G-force, like taking off very fast in a car. As your ship increases speed, eventually reaching orbital velocity, 17,500 miles per hour, the first stage will separate from the rest of the ship, and after a final push from the second stage, it will also detach and be left behind. Third knowledge point. During the time just after liftoff and while approaching your orbit around Earth, there will be a period when your viewing panel will be fully open. This will be the interval of maximum exposure and the time when COVID cells will have followed your mission, and you will likely see them outside your capsule. Fourth knowledge point. You will shortly receive your recently developed COVID-busting antibody streams pistols. These pistols fire an immune stream that attacks the virus cells. Although all of the cells may appear similar, they display a color based on which variant they are. Each of your pistols will attack only one variant of the virus. Cells hit with the correct immune stream will produce a cry or scream, sort of a beep sound when hit. You will know that your immune stream is effective if you hear the cell scream. First action point. Try to hit a virus cell as many times as you can. If you do not hear the scream, shoot at a different cell. Do not expect that a cell will immediately die after being hit, even multiple times. Over time, they will go away and die. Second action point. During the next few minutes, while approaching the ISS, take time to enjoy the view on the monitors and the feeling of semi-weightlessness. Views of Earth from space are particularly wonderful, and few people have had the opportunity to see what you will see. Fifth knowledge point. Your rendezvous with the ISS will begin shortly thereafter. Your Crew Dragon capsule is supplied with the programming and ship features that allow it to autonomously dock with ISS. Watch carefully as automatic corrections readjust your trajectory and bring you to a safe final docking. Sixth knowledge point. You will not be disembarking the Crew Dragon capsule while at the ISS. Supplies and experiments will be automatically transferred from your ship to the ISS, and you will begin your return to Earth. Seventh knowledge point. Your Crew Dragon will begin a deorbit burn, which will begin to slow your capsule down from 17,500 miles per hour. You will begin to feel more gravity, and your capsule will begin to heat up as you enter the Earth's atmosphere. Your cabin will not feel the increase in temperature, as the heat shield protects you from the extreme temperatures of re-entry. You may feel some turbulence and shaking as the atmosphere pushes against the capsule and slows you down, but this is normal. Third action point. During this part of re-entry, you may spot some of those nasty COVID cells. Feel free to have another shot at hitting some of them. Eighth knowledge point. Once the atmosphere has slowed your re-entry to a reasonable speed for touchdown, once back on Mother Earth, your weight will return to normal at 1g, the gravity we always feel on Earth. Your fourth and final action point. You will then disembark your Crew Dragon capsule and receive your reward for a job well done and a mission accomplished.